New at 10, praying for good in a time of evil. A fellow nun remembering her longtime friend who was murdered in Mississippi.
Sister Margaret Held was one of the two nuns found murdered in their Mississippi home.
A man has admitted to the killings, but many questions remain.
Corrine Zell talked exclusively with a nun from School Sisters of St. Francis, where Sister Margaret Held, of course, once studied. Corrine.
George and Carol, Sister Mary Jane last saw her friend the end of July, and she just talked to her earlier this month. She says her friend was a wonderful woman, as expected. She was committed to her faith. She was a baker. She was a gardener. She was the best listener, and she was full of love.
Joy. I will miss her joy.
The congregation at School Sisters of St. Francis is mourning one of their own.
I just shook my head. I kept saying, this can't be. It can't be. Not Margaret.
Southeast Wisconsin native Sister Margaret Held, one of two nuns stabbed to death in their Durant, Mississippi home last week.
How could this have been? I mean, they were befriended by everyone.
Sister Mary Jane Wagner met Margaret almost 50 years ago to the day, a woman loved by so many.
We're all beside ourselves with grief and sadness and questions.
Rodney Sanders is charged with the nuns' deaths.
What? What about this man? What was going on in his mind?
Mary Jane calls the murder confounding.
It is just inconceivable.
Yet, like her friend Sister Margaret was, she's filled with hope.
I think ultimately some good will come from this, but it's hard to say what.
And by that, Sister Mary Jane is talking about hope for the rural community in Mississippi where the nuns served as nurse practitioners. A funeral for Sister Margaret will be here in the chapel Friday. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Corrine Zell, today's TMJ4.
Corrine, thank you very much.